Prior to the shooting, did you know the defendant?
I mean, I knew the man, but it wasn't like we was no friend or nothing.
Sup, y'all? Today we're checking out The Wire episode 5 season 2. Let's see how everything is pushing back on the docks. We got our squad together. the hilarious scene from last episode of Hema and Lieutenant Daniels talking to their respective spouses about what's going on. Let's check out episode 5 of The Wire. Thank you all for watching. Let's get it in. Uh-oh.
My man.
Is Omar about to come see them? That looks like Omar's money. Ziggy. Ziggy has started moving.
Ain't but $290 here. When you work a G-Pack for a guy, a kickback's supposed to be $500. I ain't hearing that shit. I want my money. You best know I ain't playing.
What you gonna do?
Okay, that's how you want it passed here tomorrow? Money gonna be right. You're gonna see who you I look like a
Zero intimidation factor, Ziggy. I'm sorry.
Nap on a bag of crab chips from the corner.
Poor guy, they're playing him. Is that Method Man? Hey, we got Method up in here.
Get your ass on, Jennifer. Shut up. Where the money at? Dumb, got something for me here.
They're about to take his jacket too.
Please take it easy, I'm working on it. But my people, you know.
You think this is, huh, man? Think it's supposed to get played some other way? Huh?
Golly.
All right.
Am I just gonna keep getting surprised at the cast the more the seasons go on? Seeing Method here is dope as hell. Ziggy, man. Ziggy's in some shit he shouldn't be, man. Definitely bit way more than he could chew. What are you doing, boy? Of course they're gonna play him.
All right, look. How about the coat? Take the coat, all right? I paid too large for it. So that plus the cash I gave you. Week. You know I will.
It's done.
You can.
2,000.
For this.
Now what you laughing at, man?
Whoa, I need to get off the attic out here.
Look, man.
Ziggy,
I
man.
ain't paid by Friday. You dead by Saturday. Take my man ride.
They got his ride too?
I need that.
I truly feel bad for Ziggy, man. I feel bad for Ziggy, honestly. Way in over your head. Should have stayed on the docks, my boy.
Why me?
You don't want the posting? I'll take someone else. Voucher gave me the pick of his district.
I'm not saying I don't want it.
Just want to know why.
I'm asking why you would choose me after what happened last go-round.
Yeah, I thought about that too. On the Southeastern roster, I'm saying to myself, a man who already burned you once, who already proved himself disloyal. Now, why would I do that?
I love this.
Because if I caught him once, he might be the last son to try it twice. Shame on you from the last time so that it won't happen again.
No, sir, it won't.
One other thing, as far as I'm concerned, those stripes on your sleeve aren't your paycheck may say sergeant, but on this detail, Detective Greggs runs your team.
Same as it ever was.
That's fair. I like his mentorship. Kima.
Well, I'm in.
He's on his way in right now.
Appreciate that, officer. Something silver for fit. Top of the line right here. Over there?
Bubs is up to his usual.
Lots of fun.
Stick that on that thing there, will you?
The cleat? Ain't you know nothing? I don't know, maybe it's just me, but something's way the on with this pit. What the hell is that?
Baltimore not.
Baltimore not.
The hell is a Baltimore knot?
I don't know, but it's never the same thing twice.
Do bunnies next time, he said.
My detecting days are over.
What the fuck you had me hunting Omar then for?
Oh, that's old business. Remember Bird? Next week, Omar's got some witnessing to do.
They said you could reach me at this number if you leave a message.
Oh, he found them.
Good work,
Last
Pops.
episode, right?
As always, here. Cab fare.
We let slide on a little county cape. I gotta think that, you know, was you had me endeavoring to accomplish. I know random ass who give a damn nigga Sir, man, I'm making inquiries in your behalf.
Right, give him something more.
Fucking Omar, man. Omar.
Why, you play you hard?
He put that goddamn shotgun in my face.
Mm-hmm.
Two goddamn tools of the harbor tunnel staring right at me. Each one about yay big. Yeah, and they pissed in my pants. And he gonna stand there smiling like this shit is. Nutty, I know I'm paying taxes on some. This is more aggregation than group work bubbles and a little bit of this.
Right. I believe that.
In that case, you need someone fresh. You need to get your ass over to the Southeastern today. Your detail.
Colonel, respectfully, over without giving me even half a chance to clear.
Let's be clear, Detective Freeman. You'll be so goddamn certain you won't need to ask the question. And you, Detective Moreland, are now all alone with 14 red names. How's it feel?
I do not like him one bit. One bit.
If you're interested in this area, I could run some listings for you. Really? Your aunt? Is she a relation to the McDonald's?
She's a relation to me.
The family sold the house right after.
That's the listing, yes.
About to be a thick number.
They ain't gonna get that much, right?
1,200 blocks sold for $340 last week.
340, huh?
Maybe we should rent.
340 is crazy work.
Man in his down at the heels union local has too much money. You and Freeman are gonna put some DNRs on the union hall phone. We put that together quick and buy ourselves a little time. You three, do what you do best. On a Friday night and set up some hand-to-hands, maybe reverse it too.
Well, a lot of these poor guys are white, aren't they? So that means you're gonna need a white boy.
You're... Yeah.
Tail working at the same shithouse kind of office. You people lack for personal growth, you know that?
Rolls get you back at the end of the run.
Last I looked, I was high on the shit list.
Oh, then we did you a favor.
I wouldn't go that far. Who we chasing?
Frank.
Frank Sabatka?
Connection.
Me and Buck Morning were this guy last week. Dead girls in the container. I don't know what dirt's getting done down on the port terminal.
Which in the Southeastern goes for probable cause. Valchek
real.
thinks he has too much cash.
So you're thinking drugs?
Town, what other crime is there?
Oh, there's worse.
Been down here sooner. With Terrell being sick and all.
Oh, brother.
I got everything we need paid for. When you come home, you up with something out of the mix. We're straight business.
He don't want that.
And give back some time for family.
I'm thinking D-Lo is just going to be like, you're hearing a lot from String, aren't you? Because I didn't forget what they did last episode. That was diabolical. But at the same time, too, D-Lo was also like messing with someone. So I'm not coming at her for... Even last episode when she was getting down with Stringer, I didn't even say much about her because like, I don't know their situation, if they're open relationship or not. It was more so Stringer I was coming at for doing that. Because we all know D-Lo had his own like girl on the side. So like if they're doing that to each other, then more grease to their elbows, I guess. But Stringer is just, man.
From it and give back some time for family. For you and me and Terrell. They thinking about how they can do for you. And they're making all these plans, even though you've been
cute.
playing cold with your uncle. Why you be like that when they looking to do for you?
Dad, we family and it's all about love. When they got no more use for you, that family shit disappears.
D, they're gonna be there for us.
She's convinced. Who it is?
Cause I'm saying you need to spend that shit here. I ain't got no in. Motherfucker say that.
What the hell?
Let that shit be.
For what?
Hey, yo, B, shit jumping off in the pitch, yo.
So now we beat so we're speaking the truth. You can't tell these fools nothing.
You have to though.
We stop over. Somebody gotta pull a stringer up on this.
Still haven't forgiven y'all, man. I'm still thinking about Wallace. Anytime I see their faces, I'm thinking about Wallace. Yes, I'm not over Wallace.
From who? Sneaker cheese up on Wolf and Ashland. Why not White Mike? You know how he be.
You know how he be.
It ain't my fault, all right? It ain't. Business has been slow, and Hoodoo heads ain't hearing it. So I get jumped. They got Princess, man. They're holding her for Fucking ransom. I don't have the money by Friday. They're gonna kill me.
Pressure.
I need 2,700.
And I love how everything is adding up. Like, all the pieces, dog. Like, I love how it's all adding up, because he's already pressed for cash. Like, we saw him and his girl and their baby, they're house hunting. So, of course, he's dancing on that edge of doing something reckless or not. And now Ziggy's bringing up extra trouble with Method Man and his crew. So I think that's going to make them really desperate, and they're going to look into like the chemicals that the Greeks were asking for.
I ain't giving you the money.
They're gonna kill me.
He ain't got it.
I gave my money to Amy. Security deposit and some furniture over at Little Pages. I ain't got it for you, Zig.
San Diego. Another picture. You found where he's at? Look at him actually doing some police work.
We're about to make some hand-to-hands around the port. Lieutenant Daniels said I should see you about a surveillance.
Yeah, it's gone.
The van's on loan to the Southwest.
It's on loan, he says.
Your product eventually loses consumer credibility. The new CEO of WorldCom was faced with this very link to one of the largest fraud cases in history. So he proposed to change the name. Exactly.
I love everything about that. Stringer Man. 5-0.
He's got a weenie in his hand.
Case, ain't that you?
Funny man.
Thomas Bakusa, come on down.
Grand jury summons.
You hurt our feelings. You lie to them, it's perjury.
Mm-hmm.
One more I just dropped on your barbecue chef.
Why would any of us leave him in there if we knew anything about it? I got a wife and 3 sisters, and I got too much respect for women. But what's in your heads right now?
On the terminal, that's the one you lose in the stack.
You want us to dance with a grand jury? We will. What do you say to any question?
I take the 5th commandment.
Commandment.
Ronnie, the Union Buster Reagan, and half a dozen other sons of will be here through your wink, no problem.
Okay.
These 4 ain't working today. I'll make sure they get them, go downtown. Today?
No!
If you're that confident, why you gotta make a big fuss about it? Frank is just peacocking. He's terrified.
You described the weapon used to kill Mr. Gant as a You provided the size and even suggested the manufacturer.
Omar?
Australian or one of those A countries. Is that correct?
Indeed.
Indeed.
And you were approximately 50 feet from the shooter?
Yes, ma'am. Give or take.
How were you able to determine who manufactured the weapon? How were you able to relate that information to the detectives?
Bird showed it to me.
He showed you the weapon before the murder?
Which murder we talking?
Bird committed more than one murder?
Fish gotta swim, you know what I'm saying? Talking about this deed and the next. Pay the boy no mind till y'all came and showed him some interest.
Mr. Little, if you, waiting outside, I'd like a few words with Officer McNulty.
McNulty is just laughing because he knows. He knows what time Omar on.
Me putting that sociopath on the stand? Dress him up at least. I can't have him on the stand looking like that.
Yikes.
Here's a voucher for court clothes. Anything with a tie.
Can't wait to see that. Kima, be careful, man.
Well, I'll be.
Who's that?
How'd we do, Charlie?
Most got one of them ready to swear that the docks are actually near the water.
Nothing.
Guys. What now?
Well, you telling me you never had a CI down there, right? You ain't got no informants on the dock? Go to on this someone you got a history with? They say a police is only as good as his informants, meaning we ain't about much.
Yeah, they all seem really tight.
The voucher says 150. Yeah, look on the clearance rack.
He said, boy, please.
You figure it out for yourself. I'm going across the street to the Federal Building. I'll see you in about a half hour.
I'm around the way on Howard Street. Either that or I'm gonna be with Muffy at the club.
Where is he at?
Said he had to go get his props.
Props? Oh, no. He about to come there looking like 50 Cent. Oh, shit.
Off 10. 10-4 on 6. Hey, where you been at?
I can't wait to see him.
Hey, what's up, bro? You need a little hop?
You got any raw up in here?
All right, then we good. Going home. My niggas running back.
I expected more, man.
It's all in the props, baby. All in the props.
He really grew on me, man. I did not like him very much first half of season 1. But both him and Carve, like, I love their character arc.
A grand jury.
They snatched up some of our guys, drove them downtown. Yeah, no shit, we know nothing. Can that day was horse. Shit to nobody.
They might take him out. I don't trust them.
Horse is a rock. Don't ever worry about him. My uncle neither.
You say he wants to stop.
Yeah, for a little while. Wants you to stop moving cans through our docks. At least until this shit chills.
Another dead end.
The police are going nowhere. But, more important, we address Frank's concerns.
Okay.
You tell your uncle.
Says he wants to meet with the Greek.
Oh, the boss.
To the Greek, you can say it to me.
Says he wants the Greek. Says you tell him when and where.
About that other business.
Camera? The chemicals.
What do you need him for?
Everything is just business with us. So for a dime.
Who wants a dime's worth of chemicals?
You're asking too many questions. I think they want to get in the drug game.
Case up in Jersey, Hudson County. About a dozen in their bullpen 4 days ago. So you really gonna go up there on your own time?
I'll take a day, yeah.
So what's between you and this girl?
You seen what happens down at the morgue when they can't ID a body? I have.
And I think that's why I think that's one of the reasons I really love McNulty. Like, he has like something, he has a good heart at the end of the day. He might be a freaking sometimes and step on some toes to get to what he wants, but he's really good police, you know? He's really good police.
Hey, Mal. How you been?
Is this her husband?
Yeah? You getting some days?
Pretty much. Tower now. Working the lanes.
Oh.
Do you want to come in? I don't know, maybe some Bacardi around.
Maybe we could just go for a cup of coffee and talk, you know?
Is this gonna be the informant? Ah, this is the informant. He works for the...
So I tell him, D, why you acting like that? He just sit there like I ain't say a damn thing.
Stringer, man.
He off the damn hook.
You tell him about the plans, right?
I told him y'all was gonna set him up and everything, doing for me while he away. He knows some. I mean, damn, he don't need to know about it all, right? I'm saying I'll get down the next weekend. Get me like I ain't saying shit. Say just leave him alone. Oh, turn that roast. Little Donette know how to burn.
Donette.
Father Buck and his little man.
He's telling the boy.
I think you're right.
I don't trust Stringer, man. He's gonna do something to D.
Came to see a man about a car.
They wanna go that route?
Maybe tell Cheese we're here.
Yo, Cheese, white boy.
Cheese.
Yo, man. Hey, yo. That's what we came to talk about.
The hard coming up in here without my
Cheese.
Something out so you can get what's yours.
You give the car back. I'll get him to sell it off. Gotta be worth more than $3 grand.
Right clever, I got to say. And I appreciate y'all coming all. I'm gonna get a boy another week to pay.
That helps.
That rod ain't worth nothing near 3,000. Oh, you don't believe me? Have a look.
Oh, they stripped it? They burnt it? Man, what's the point of that, man? That's just dumb. That's just freaking stupid.
You show up at my door, I'm thinking better thoughts than this.
You count on that, huh? I ain't no snitch, BD.
I'm not thinking about it like that. We had some times together, and even though, you know, he's still a good guy, he's someone I could...
He's like, nah.
How come it didn't go nowhere?
You did good. Who knows? You never know. I could show you pictures of how they died. Broken fingernails, blood on the walls.
All of a sudden, you're a cop.
Yeah.
Help me with this, man.
She trying to do the right thing.
Checkers did everything with paper and a pencil. Every move on this shit, we wrote it down.
Okay.
Problems and that paper gets tossed. That don't happen today, right? Nothing gets tossed anymore.
Sold on the computers.
Computer.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, man.
He seems like a good guy to me. They're gonna break the news about Princess. That's the name of his riot, right?
Well, good news and bad, Zig.
Give it to him straight.
Give me the bad. Still gonna kill you. They're gonna wait a week.
That's good.
You cancel your car insurance.
How's that good news, man? I hope he don't get in trouble, man.
Go. Hope you guys are taking notes.
He's so proud of himself, man. Kind of like season 1, man. They all got their whole system, you know? Not on the good genes. This man got a blanket.
One more time with that toothpick, I'm gonna stab him.
Let him have his fun, man.
Upset. He's upset. It is more attention than he expected.
Give me money for his lawyers, double his fee, but I don't need to meet with him. Let the money talk.
So Frank is on their payroll.
Everything we get from Atlanta been walked on. Roberto's on the shelf to us right now. I mean, it's getting hard to hold on to the towers without our name all over that.
Who got the good shit? He said, who?
Prop Joe. This Jamaican cat who got this.
Prop Joe.
You talking about Petey Dixon?
Watch the fiends traveling from west to east. Hit right now trying to cheat, but sooner or later.
I hear you, man. I'm on it.
You working it out with D?
Yeah, he's trying.
Boy gotta find his own way.
Something to him and his girl, I don't know. Show him that we got a plan. They put it in D's name. He got something to come home to.
Thing is, String, what happened, you know what I mean? I've been fair to him, ain't I?
You've been fair. Too fair.
Definitely in his eyes, too fair. I like that though, cause like with Avon, I go back and forth, man. You know, for some of y'all, like y'all been watching this for years now and have been in the community. So, but it's like for me, every time I'm talking, it's just like my first, literally. So y'all got to give me some grace with that when it comes to some things I get on the spot and some things I don't get on the spots. Because this is a first time watch and I'm thinking through it as I'm communicating with y'all. I mean, I would assume it's a no-brainer for y'all to give me some grace, but some people, yeah. But it's like, I say all that to say that just as I continue to consume the story, it's like some part of me like is with Avon, like believing that like there's an element of care he has for D, that the family-ish is not just for show. But another part of me is like skeptical as well, kind of like with D, in that way of thinking that, you know, they're just doing this family thing because like they have like an empire to sustain and like he can bring everything crumbling down. With some of the scenes, like that last scene, he just had a stringer. Like, I think that was like genuine. That was honest. Like, haven't I been fair? You know, I think that's genuine. But at the same time, what I mentioned earlier, I see both sides. Because especially with the revelation that like he was the one who spiked everything and he didn't like explicitly warn D to stay off it. You know, it's kind of, you know, it's kind of sketchy. It's like, dog, do you actually like care? You know, but let's keep it moving.
All the way from Baltimore on a hope and a prayer, huh?
Is there anything we can offer any of them for cooperation?
Short of that, they're going back to fuck where they came from. We keep the undocumenteds out of Gen Pop.
Y'all heard of WorldCom? All right, let's try this
He's trying to teach them economics. I love it.
Make it look like we got some fresh shit, boo. And you know what else we might could do? And then we do like some fake competing. He go back to the other. See, nigga, ain't that I just said?
Murders anywhere near this detail, that's a loser for us. We bring in a few drug rips. Fair look, it's more than enough for Burrell. Basement and running an investigative unit again.
Homicide is not the place
Come
to sprawl
on.
the case, Lieutenant. They have no patience for anything but a quick shake.
We got enough room here for it anyway.
Kind of like season 1, man. Because I understand what Lieutenant Daniels have on the line. But kind of like you said in season 1, right? Follow the drugs, you find the dealers, follow the money. You don't know where you end up. So in this case, yes, you're going for a few drug busts or this and that, but there's something deeper there. Might as well take a swing for it, man, because at the end of the day, you guys are good police doing good police work. So take a swing at it.
I got all my cards up, including long number. That it is.
Everybody works today. Series 1, there's even you.
Is Horse working the Wilhelmina today?
Told that mother we were done.
Said it's triple rate for every can.
Frank is like triple.
Call Horse in the tower. Tell him he's working the Wilhelmina. It's now or never for us.
Today we got ships, Uncle Frank. The writing's on the wall.
You know, say what you want about Frank, but I kind of like his conviction, man. The Wire, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for watching, man. Let me hear your thoughts on this episode, man. Let me hear your thoughts. Highlight of this episode for me was definitely seeing Method Man. I'm not gonna lie. Seeing Method Man play cheese, most def. Seeing this squad like come together, like working. What's his name? The white cop? I don't remember. The bald one? 2 seasons and I don't still like clock his name. But seeing him freaking work the corner and like how prideful he was about it and how proud of himself and how well he blended into, that was like highlights for me in this episode for sure. Stringer freaking teaching his goons economics and just like how to get a foot ahead. Again, it's just another example about how because these dudes are street dudes and because this dude are hustlers don't mean they stupid, right? Running an organization like that, like you need like a really good, intelligent figurehead, which Stringer is. Kind of shows that a lot of people working in there too, part of the goons, all the hustlers, all the people working the corners, they're not dumb either. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this was good. See you on the next episode. Peace. What's up, family? Welcome to episode 6 of The Wire. I cannot wait. Let's get straight into it. Who this? Omar.
Ain't working out for y'all, huh?
Mars is the god of war, right?
Planet 2.
Well, I know it's a planet. God of war.
Ares?
Ares. Greeks called him Ares. Different name is all.
Ares fits. Thanks.
See, back in middle school and all, I used to love them myths. Stuff was deep. Truly.
Well,
it's the little convos, man.
It calls Omar Little, Your Honor.
Hey man, to be fair, they did say as long as it got a tie on it, it works. Oh man, Michael K. Williams, man. R.I.P. Rest in paradise, man. Amazing actor.
State calls Omar Little, Your Honor.
Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Surely do.
I surely do.
What's your name for the record?
Omar Devon Little.
Mr. Little, how old are you?
About 29. Thereabout. No place in particular, man.
And what is your occupation? What do you do for a living, Mr. Little?
I rip and run. I robs drug dealers.
I robs.
Been your occupation, Mr. Little?
About 8 or 9 years.
Mr. Little, how does a man rob drug dealers for 8 or 9 years and live to tell about it?
Shotgun.
Day to time, I suppose.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Organizations in the last 8 months.
No, we pieced that together from the campaign finance reports. And that's just what was in the names of the union officers that we cross-referenced.
Where's the cash coming from?
Drugs?
The Greeks.
But any poor connections feel random.
Well, the money comes from somewhere.
Maybe it's what the checkers do.
There we go.
I mean, they monitor what comes in and out of the port.
There we go.
That's their value.
They're bringing the shit in?
Or they're letting it happen.
Like that can full of dead girls. They kept that out of the computer.
Quietly do some work on that side of things. I want you to start looking at girls.
No problem.
Kima.
Are they club dancing? We need to plug into that circuit. As for the rest of you, Lester's gonna stay with the paper trail and with looking for connections to the union money. Herc and Carver, you guys keep working the drug corners near the port.
Herc.
And Officer Russell here.
Herc, you gotta relax, man. I'm like, is this man checking her out? He said, let me double back. Let me look again.
Running the port database to a computer, looking for any pattern involving contraband. Questions?
Where's McNulty? One missing, baby.
Thomas?
Beatty.
Arms, maybe get a cup of coffee. Right. I'm Thomas. I asked her for panties to make some soup with. I was afraid she'd take it the wrong way.
Some soup?
When the assailant drew his gun? And do you see the gunman who killed Mr. Gant anywhere in the courtroom today?
Hey, yo, what up, Bird?
Defendant Marquise Hilton.
It's just Bird to me.
And Mr. Little, you had seen him.
Yeah, we jailed together down the cut.
May we approach? Quite a witness, ain't he?
Word on the street is Omar ain't nowhere near. The street said a little on Ashland Avenue.
It's the word on the street, huh? Trouble is, strength ain't on the street.
We're in court. Yep.
Objection is noted and preserved for the record, Ms.
Jurors will disregard that last comment from the witness. He had last encountered the defendant.
Prior to the shooting, did you know the defendant?
I mean, I knew the man, but it wasn't like we was no friend or nothing.
Mr. Little, do you recognize this particular weapon?
Creative.
You've seen it before? So you'd actually seen it before the day in question. And on the day in question?
It was in Bird's hand. Bird covered them shiny little pistols. And the boy too trifling to throw it off even after.
You a lying cock! Open your heart at your gut! Restrained, and I will clear the court. The witness's last answer is to be stricken and disregarded by the jury.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
Nico. Eitan is my good to have friends meet. No?
That's from the Greek, meaning what? Oh, yeah? Because you look Greek. No offense. Either way, I mean.
Nikki, shut up.
You bring us the chemical, we pay, then you pay your debt.
It was $2,700, saying it's double. 54, you believe that? First he takes the car, and now he's jacking us around on the money.
You want, we kill him.
It either, no.
Why not?
Because first of all, Zig up. He owes 27. And second, you killed Cheese, and we're gonna have a fight with his people, right? Some sees my cousin coming out to car on Central Avenue, no question.
You're smart, huh? Nico. Smart.
Look.
They need help.
Got the muscle to go talk to this guy, make things right. I was hoping maybe you do.
Interesting.
Well, you're going to be charged with a crime, and by testifying, did the police agree to drop those charges? How many times have you been arrested as an adult, Mr. Little?
Sure, I done lost count. I have to take it personal.
Possession of a handgun, possessing a concealed weapon, deadly weapon. Possession of a handgun again.
He does that.
A parole on weapon charges, followed by 1 count of attempted murder.
That wasn't no attempt murder. Tapped the boy Mike in his hind parts, that all. Fixed it so he couldn't sit right.
Why'd you shoot Mike in his,
hind parts?
Let's say we had a disagreement. He should keep that cocaine he was slinging. I thought otherwise.
So you rob drug dealers. This is what you do.
He already said that.
You want to tell the truth about what happened to Mr. Gant in that housing project pocket, when in fact you are exactly the kind of person who would, if you felt you needed to, shoot a man down on a housing.
There's a difference.
Hey, look, I ain't never put my gun on no citizen.
You are amoral, are you not? You are feeding off the violence and you're stealing from those who themselves are off.
Just like you,
the
man.
culture of drugs.
Just like you, man.
The shotgun. You got the briefcase.
Tell them.
It's on the game, though, right?
It's on the game. The judge, like.
It is. You can really consider coming in 10.
Even on the Hamburg Street address. I have to admit, I like the house at 1501. The color of the whirlpool tub and the master suite bath. If they want to make the sell, they should at least have some of them. I know it's such a tiny point to harp on. Maybe you're right. Maybe we should just keep looking.
McNulty.
And you think there'll be some new open house? We think we're going to keep looking. You'll take us around again? Okay, then. See you Sunday.
Thank you.
Stupid. Stupid.
Only if I ask her. Thank you, Detective. Nothing further.
Anything more on redirect, Ms. Nathan? I have every intention of beginning tomorrow with jury instructions.
I didn't see it.
Not the cross.
No, Omar ate it up. Omar ate it up. Where's Cheese? Oh, that's Cheese. Oh, he's wearing his jacket. That's all it took?
You have no problem.
No?
To start, he wants you to pay 54. You pay just the 27. But you will not pay the 27. You will get the money for the car that burned. Him, we don't know. But the one he calls boss, him, we know.
Okay, now they're in a freaking predicament because now they owe the Greeks. You know, it's not just mutual interest working anymore. Because now after doing this for the Greeks, what happens if they can't supply the... What happens if they can't supply the chemicals? Now you owe them. Because I can't imagine the Greeks doing someone a favor.
You know, sit there and pout? I know you don't think I'm going down to that club just to look at pussy. I know you know me better than that.
That's not why she's worried.
I ain't even looking.
Everybody's looking.
Oh?
Cheryl, it's police work.
What? Kima's down the street doing her detective thing? All that hospital shit. All that rehab.
About this.
No, you talked. I didn't get a word in edgewise once you made up your mind.
Oh?
Excuse me?
Who knows? I might see a little something I happen to like.
Oh, they're being petty. They're being petty. She said with you, I might see something I might like. That's hilarious. I know that scene was kind of humorous, but deep down it's like, I always feel for her though, because like, except for the bar part that she just mentioned, just the idea of like Kima going out again and the anxiety that might bring to her, because she never knows, you know, if that would be the last time she sees Kima.
Birthed at Patapsco over the last 2 years. Through and find what other cans might have disappeared like that.
See if there's a pattern.
Well, how many ships we talking about?
I love this.
Hundreds.
It ain't like I got a prayer bringing this case in otherwise.
That's what I'm talking about.
Kima, stop.
Ever been to a titty bar?
Not with women.
Russians, I think, but shit all sound the same.
Who brought him?
Club owner pays extra for it. She was like the madam who handled the cash.
She Russian too?
Interesting.
I'll tell Chardine you said hi.
She must have landed a rich one, right? You her girl? I wouldn't let mine come in here either without me.
The look she gave her. But that is so messed up. Because of course, like, not letting them out their sight. Got tased for just going down the road to get some food without supervision is wild.
No joke.
Wow, he even have his girl's photo in there. And his boy. What are you doing? Was that drugs? And I should say, I love their plan. Their whole plan of like going through hundreds and hundreds of containers and ships. Because they will definitely find a pattern. They're going to find the things that usually gets missing. I think they can... I love that. Because it sounds hectic as hell, but they don't have any other... They don't have any other means or any other leads.
13 of them. A third of that space hidden behind a few flashlights. A portable toilet they had to share, and not enough air.
Trying to show her why it's important.
That regardless of this jury's verdict, he is the victim of wholesale perjury on the part of the state's key witness.
Man, shut up.
Appeal bond be set so that he can participate.
An appeal bond on a conviction of the leave, get a grip on yourself.
For real.
In case that he is in fact the Messiah, come again. It's to life, no parole. It's to leave his office feeling that his job actually matters.
Excuse me?
Are you Jesus Christ come back to earth?
My man said, what were you gonna say to that question? It's a wrap.
On anything up to aggravated assault.
Thank you, man.
No, thank you. A rare pleasure.
His tie.
You think on it, Bird. You think on Brandon while you doing that time, you heard?
I'm gonna say you, man, swear to God!
No, you won't.
You really see him shoot the man?
Of course not.
You really asking?
Of course not.
He got all them books, and he ain't read near one of them. He was who he was, and he did what he did. Ready to get real with the story. That shit caught up to him. I mean, I think, anyway.
D-Lo, man. D-Lo is one of my favorite characters in the show.
You done with your trial? All right, then. Let's take her on out. I'm back with you tomorrow, Diggsy.
Yeah, last bit of business.
This is your business.
This is retirement. And after today, I'm retired.
Oh? Oh yeah, today's the day his
Talk when I say.
Prop Joe.
They're gay.
You're losing weight.
Shit.
Shit.
Hey, you talked to the man about that other thing, right?
Now another business.
Right. It's the man with the raggedy ass Camaro.
It was my cousin's. Wasn't all that raggedy.
They didn't ask you to talk yet.
But family cannot be helped.
I got my nephews and in-laws my shit up all the...
Now the blue book on that Camaro is 51.
You gonna come up in here having me to tell Cheese who you to pay you out $2,400.
He gets to keep the Camaro.
A good friend is this of y'all. Happy having to pay me back to give him some distance.
Just so we don't come back on my cousin. Thanks for being straight on this.
If it wasn't for Sergey here, you and your cuz both would be cadaver.
Ay, ay, ay. They do not play.
Twins came by and started picking on me. Get inside, and you standing right there to open the door. Except you ain't letting me inside. You told me to go back out there and fight them, whether I lose or not. Remember?
Parenting.
They beat the shit out of you. Then you say to me, but you the one who gonna have to live in it. Well, Mom, I'm still here. You gotta let me live like I need to live. You tell Avon, all of them, to leave me be.
Man, I tell y'all, D-Lo is my favorite character, man. One of my favorite characters. Because, dog, that conversation that they had end of season 1, I think is the episode where my mic got messed up. But that conversation they had, D-Lo saying he wanted to take this on like a man and do his thing. And his mother was kind of like trying to sway him to go against his like morals or his best judgment to support the family because the family is all we had, and how I felt that was like heavily manipulative and all that. I remember back then saying like, you would think that somewhere deep in her as a mother, some part of her will be proud that her son is like taking this stance, you know, or like yeah, just standing on business, on his morals, you know. But I think it took like this season 2 to like really let that hit. And I love how this connects to what D'Lo was saying in the book group earlier. And I absolutely love where he just says, like, I brought you to this world, but you're gonna have to live it. Like, let me live it. And I'm like, that's something to be proud of your son saying, of your child saying. Of course she's crying tears, and I know that definitely hit her, you know? Because like, let him serve his time, let him do what he gotta do. He don't want any favors or any attachment from these people, because he finally know what they're capable of, which is, I think, is a recurring conversation that we've been having in these reactions. Just this idea of like, he was naive to who his brother and his crew were. But it's like, after what happened to Wallace and what just happened in the prison with the packages, it's like there's no veil anymore. Like, he knows his uncle for who he is. He knows Avon for exactly who he is, and he's trying to live a different life. Like, he don't want anything to do with him. Absolutely love this. And thinking of D'Angelo's storyline in my head, I'm just thinking of this idea of like how The Wire is just so dope and so great that it has so many characters that they might not be entangled with the main plot like 100%, but like their journeys are just so important and fleshed out as well. And the person I was thinking of was Bubs as well. And it got me feeling like, damn, like we haven't seen a lot of Bubs this season. You know, only with his connection to Omar and bringing Omar in. But I just love, like, even the side characters, like, have so much going on with them. I love this moment with D'Lo and his mom. This is what I was looking for at the end of last season. But, like, the show delivered. It just delivered it with this convo they just had. They overheard. Now they're going to be in trouble. Now Lester is having fun, too.
We're almost through 2002.
Nah. Another goddamn day.
Lester Smooth.
He slams the phone down over here. Says, on the little note says, why you gonna do that? Better reverse it.
None of your jokes is ever funny to me.
So that's it. Me and Cheese are straight.
Yeah, he's straight. That does $2,400 for Princess.
She worked more than that.
Boy, take what you get, man.
One for the bar, hon. If my old man can do it, who the hell says I can't?
Flashing all that money.
When I'm flush, I'm flush. You're gonna live forever, right?
Next round's on me.
Ziggy is such an idiot.
And that one as well, huh?
All on the Talco line, all with Horseface Bakusa working the ship.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna call bunk?
Detective Moreland is indisposed.
Usual suspects, both of them.
Just park the computer down there. I'll come home with 14 clearances. Where's the love, Jimmy? Where?
Boy.
Love. Yeah.
He's a hazard, man. At this point.
Oh. Elena and I are gonna try again.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. I am done. Now let's go home.
I think McNulty cares. Is that Pops?
Over here, shitbird. What the hell happened to you?
I fell down.
How many times?
Sure. How many times?
Thomas Bakusa, he goes by Horseface.
Definitely.
You went at him already, right?
The grand jury his ass.
Hungover as hell. You know Lieutenant about to have a conversation with him. Remember the conversation he had with old boy last season with the drinking problem? They're about to have a chat too. He's sweating. Definitely hangover. So not in my office.
You want to hit the head? Get yourself right to take.
Nah, I'm good.
The point is, what they're doing eliminates almost all of the paper trail. The only thing they leave behind is a little telltale in the computer. Flashes for a few moments and blip, then it's gone.
Is it gonna happen or not?
It's supposed to be Sabatka, right?
Bet that he actually is a target in Bunk's murders.
Maybe we can fold our investigation into yours, Lieutenant.
There, with 14 open homicides, it might never...
Just wouldn't blame you for that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to use what we do with this detail to get a major case squad going. So what's the next move on this?
We clone the computer and start watching what's happening on the docks in real time.
Oh, like The Wire.
Oh, shit.
Yep, word got out.
Yo, D.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, word definitely got back to him from that other dude listening.
Just wine, huh?
I'm not drinking much anymore.
No Jamesons. Quick fuck the waitress then.
Yeah, she's on his ass.
For the road instead.
That's it. How about a road instead? So that means she don't want another chance, or she don't want another go at it. They just smash and call it go our separate ways. That's what I interpret that as. Take the money and go. Take the money.
Half in cash, half in dope.
I can turn that package around, no problem.
Oh, Zick, I got me handle this shit for the both of us, all right?
Yeah, Ziggy, you're not touching anything from now on.
Home or what?
And what makes this all interesting is the desperation factor and the reason why he needs money. You know?
What do we do with the day?
I gotta pick up the boys from the sitter. They're gonna be coming back here. Michael has piano this afternoon.
So leave.
No problem. We'll do something after that. Maybe we go by my place, pick up some things.
I don't want the boys to know that you were here. It's gonna get them hoping. So you need to leave.
Damn, so he had a different idea. Was I wrong in my assumption that she just said a bank for the road?
Look at this sorry shit. Appreciate nothing that comes home free.
I'll take it in the back. Maybe they got some duct tape. We'll fix it.
Please don't let anything happen to D-Lo, man. Is this guy watching for Avon to keep an eye on D-Lo, or... Oh, no. Oh, God, no.
D, right?
Yeah, you can't be in here now, man.
Yeah, we got some. I ain't seen you out there.
No. What the hell? God, no. This can't be it, man. What is this? Did Avon put him up to this? Oh, he's trying to make it seem as if he did it to himself.
Say, John. You trying to carry me, John? Oh, man.
Please, someone go in there. And honestly, I don't trust this show enough for that not to be it for D-Lo. Because The Wire don't play around. Honestly, if this was it for D'Angelo, then I would say I really loved his last Out and Out. The awesome monologue he had at the book club, and what that meant for him and his character, and how it reflects the situation. The conversation he had with his mother. Highlight of this episode for sure was Omar in court. I could watch the whole episode of just Omar going back and forth in court, putting Bird away as he deserved. Interesting to see that Proposition Joe, I think that's his name, right? Good to see that, not good to see, but it makes sense that he's in cahoots with the Greeks as well, like he knows them. That checks out. He seems to be the type to have friends in high and low places everywhere. And obviously, I'll always love how the case slowly coming together, our crew. I love how hard they work at it and how they put all the pieces together, with going through all the database and obviously finding like Horseface, the one who is always at the center of it and giving the go-ahead. Now everything between Nikki and Ziggy and the Greeks got me worried. And again, you just feel it because you know how much Nikki needs the funds. You know what he wants to do for his family and how he's trying to, like, they're trying to make it out of mud. You know, he's trying to get a place for them. They don't want to rent, all that good stuff. But what's scary about that is, yes, he got the chemicals. Who knows what the Greeks are about to do with those chemicals? Obviously drugs, but like, how is that gonna affect everything else that we already know about the drug situation and all that? But it's almost like Ziggy and Nikki have found a way to put themselves in some other BS. It's like another headache now. How are they gonna move that heroin, or like how they're gonna deal with that and the complications that comes with being in that line of work as well. Because we also what Ziggy went through with Cheese and them, right? Man, D'Angelo, man. If this is the end for D'Angelo, I loved you while you were here, my boy. Obviously, do not confirm or deny that in the comments, but yeah, thank y'all for watching, man. Hit that like button. It helps me a ton. Appreciate you guys for the support on YouTube and Patreon. Have a good night.